Hey there, business professionals. Let's dive into some international trade news that has major implications for the economy. The European Union has decided to postpone its planned retaliatory tariffs on American goods, including the beloved American whiskey. Originally, these tariffs were set to take effect on April 1st, but now they've been delayed to mid-April. So, what's the deal? Earlier this month, the United States slapped a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports. In response, the EU was ready to roll out its own countermeasures, imposing higher tariffs on various American products. The first phase of these tariffs included a whopping 50% on motorboats, motorcycles, and yes, American whiskey. The second phase, which was originally set for April 13th, targeted other American exports like beer, poultry, beef, and even produce like soybeans, tomatoes, and raspberries. In total, these tariffs would affect around €26 billion, about $28 billion worth of American goods. But now, both phases are scheduled to take effect on April 13th, all at once. According to Olaf Gill, a spokesperson for the European Commission, this delay aims to provide additional time for discussions with the U.S. administration. He also emphasized that this change doesn't reduce the impact of the EU's response. Now let's talk about President Trump. He has been vocal about his stance on tariffs, calling April 2nd Liberation Day in America. He's promised new tariffs on goods coming into the U.S. from across the globe, including higher tariffs on lumber, autos, and copper. Chris Swanger, president and CEO of the U.S. Distilled Spirits Council, finds this delay to be a positive sign, giving American distillers a glimmer of hope. After all, a 50% tariff on American whiskey could be devastating. However, Trump has threatened to retaliate with a 200% tariff on European wine and spirits if the EU goes through with its countermeasures. This escalation has everyone on edge, as the health of multiple economies hangs in the balance. In a recent Truth Social post, Trump didn't hold back, calling the EU one of the most hostile and abusive taxing and tariffing authorities in the world. He accused the EU of being formed to take advantage of the United States. Experts argue that the EU was actually formed with U.S. help to stabilize Western Europe post-World War II, but the real question is, how high will these tariffs go? According to TD Cowen analysts, it's not a matter of if, but when and how severe. Trump's administration is also looking at non-tariff measures, such as value-added taxes and digital services taxes that many EU countries impose. These are seen as more punitive than tariffs, according to Trump. Maros Sefcovic, the EU Trade Commissioner, believes that continued engagement and a positive approach are the best strategies forward. On April 2nd, the EU will assess the actions taken by the U.S. to adjust their response accordingly. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt noted that this delay shows other countries are taking President Trump seriously. She emphasized that the president and his team are in constant communication with EU counterparts. That's the latest on the tariff front. Stay tuned for more updates as the situation unfolds. Thanks for watching.